Yeah.
Hey, you want to go back to the Glenn Beck God clip?
Yes, what is he saying?
Do we have to back up, or are we good where we are?
We're good.
I think we're good.
This is God's business. I have no idea. But I'll tell you this, whether you call it Gaia or whether you call it Jesus, there's a message being sent. And that is, hey, you know that stuff we're doing? Not really working out real well. Maybe we should stop doing some of it. I'm just saying. And yesterday I got home and I was thinking about all the messages that I could bring you and all the things that I could tell you. And, I've got stuff on Hezbollah. I have stuff on radical Islam in America that'll make your eyes fall out.
I don't want that.
Or
don't tell me while I'm driving.
The answer. And the answer is
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Jimmy farts right on cue, and the answer is...
That really is the answer. A good gasser can cure anybody, whatever problem you're having.
Whatever ails you.
Good gasser helps.
That's
Gasser.
awesome. That's awesome.
just tell you the answer. And the answer is buckle up. Buckle up, because it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah, do you think it is?
Make sure you keep your arms and legs inside the car at all times.
I use that one a lot.
Because things are going to get bumpy. And just a few reminders there at the beginning as this roller coaster takes off. Always a good safety tip. Keep your arms and legs in. Don't do anything stupid. Mm-hmm. What do you say we follow the big top 10? You can call them Moses' 10 Commandments or... yes. 10 rules of thumb. What do you say we start doing those things? Because the things we are doing really suck. Wow. And we're not getting better.
He's right, except for the God stuff.
Yeah. That whole God thing is...
So that's what God does. That's what the all-seeing, all-knowing being does. He shakes, what do they call the tectonic plates?
Yeah.
He makes them snap like a rubber band and then sends water to fucking just kill a whole bunch of innocent people while a lot of shit is then if God does that, then God's a boob.
Blaspheme!
God is a boob if that's what God does.
Is he a boob?
A boob. And lazy. Fucking lazy. How about this? If you really have that much time for individuals as the all-seeing, all-knowing being.
Almighty.
Yes. How about you just fuck over the lousy ones?
Because he needs.
It'll save you a lot of
people.
time, right?
But how about this? Let's say you were throwing something out in your house.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to look through what you needed and what you didn't need, and you just threw everything out. People would go, wow, you're an asshole.
Oh, the good with the bad. Yeah, that would kind of suck.
So if God did do the earthquake or the tsunami, then God is fucking lazy. He's lazy, and he doesn't want to think, and he doesn't want to pick off people individually.
Well, yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one.
Yeah, how about we criticize God for being lazy? Nobody would mind if there was an earthquake and 12,000 pedophiles were killed. In a freak accident, 3,000 rapists' head burst into flames. God kicks ass. How about for once, God fucking sift through the rubble a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead of wiping out a whole bunch of people. Because basically, what is the use of me being good if I'm going to get fucking flooded with a bunch of ass fucking rapists? Why should I be good?
Because then in the afterlife, those ass fucking rapists are in hell, burning with the eternal pitchfork up their ass, and you will be at the right hand enjoying the wealth of the afterlife.
And a part of me will probably go, look, I'm glad to be here, but do you really have to do that again? There's a lot of kids down there. Do you have to give that kid a tumor in his stomach?
Yeah.
Really? Do you have to do that? And meanwhile, I just read an interview with Lawrence Bittaker, who is a fucking serial killer rapist who fucking tortured teenagers with pliers, and he's still alive. Do you have to be so fucking lazy? How about 1 ounce of stick-to-itiveness?
Well, Jim, I never thought about it that way. You make a good point.
And why are the streets gold? It's chilly on my feet. It's worthless
really
up here.
Paved with gold.
Why? Listen, Why do the roads have to be paved with something that's very slippery? I wear my socks. I fall all over. I chip my teeth twice on your gold fucking sleeve. What's that? How about something soft like cotton? What am I going to do, sell your streets? Gold is valueless up here. It's a fucking mineral. Exactly. How about uranium? Fucking silly.
And it's so bright up there, Jimmy. And the gold, it's going to reflect off the gold.
You're not going to be able to sleep.
See anything.
You're going to get headaches all the time. I had my LASIK surgery. I'm going to always have that fucking little circle around the lights.
The little star light thingy that you get.
So it's people who talk about God all the time and how he's just doing the. I'm not saying it's wrong to believe in God, because I think I do. I just don't know where I'm at with it.
In some type of
Especially
God.
with the kids that haven't even done anything yet.
Whatever it
piss
is.
anybody off, all of a sudden you give him it to him. Really?
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck is that?
Or a
about?
fucking.
That really bothers me.
It's a freak of nature. It's all it is. It's just a nature thing. And they have to explain it, but they can't. His work works in mysterious ways, meaning using God is sometimes convenient for
It's
me.
an easy excuse.
How about this mystery? Why does he allow fucking priests to touch kids and continue, with the God thing?
In his name.
In his name.
Can you imagine a bunch of people walking around going,
how about he starts there?
I work for Opie, and they were fingering kids. You'd probably be like, hey, quit using my name.
I would have to say, I would have to fire that person.
You'd have to fucking take legal action.
Because he works in mysterious ways, he just allows them continue.
And these dummies still go to church. And meanwhile, I go, hey, look, I know that you're the guys that were not only doing this to kids, but shipping them around and hiding them so they could fuck other people's kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I still would like you to be the middleman while I talk to God. I guess it's like you're like Paulie and Goodfellas, and you don't talk to anybody directly, except for the guy with no zipper who's got a fucking hard-on for an 8-year-old.
Is that Animal House guy?
Yeah.
No.
That's Boone from Animal House, right?
Are you serious?
It looks like him.
Wow.
He's on local
see
TV,
that.
and he's got to be.
Oh, my God.
How old is he?
I don't know. Apparently he shops at bignoses.com.
Is that him?
Peter Riegert? Was he?
It looks like him. It's not an orgy. It's a toga party. That guy.
Is that really him?
It looks like him. Let me see.
Holy
Anybody?
shit.
Is that his name?
Is that from Adam?
It looks like him.
Oh, my God.
He was the one that was with.
How old are we?
You know who that's had a great career out of Animal House? D-Day. Like, he's in every fucking
D-Day?
thing. The guy that rode the motorcycle.
Up the stairs?
Look, they're showing the clip. It is him.
Oh, my
they just showed the Animal House clip.
Well, for an actor, having a face to go with your name is crucial.
Oh, my God, he was a
so
kid.
Animal House was this big success, and I'd been working for, let's see, that was 77, about 6 years, which is relatively quick. And, you get lucky when these things succeed.
35 years ago?
It made history, though. Well, let's put it this way. I've raised a lot of generations of young people who went to college.
That's how we view college for you guys.
That's like a training film.
College was a real disappointment, actually, compared to this stuff.
Yeah, well, we tried to set
That was the worst.
You both which
Sound
have
like
you come
Ted
to
Sheckler.
enjoy more?
Well, it's more directing than producing, but I'd say
What happens? There is no God.
Yeah, why would God then do this to you? Make you old.
Oh, wow.
I guess God's thinking of Peter Riegert. That's what he's thinking of.
It's very getting back to it's just very confusing. You
just have to rot away.
If God's listening, how about you start with the priests? How about you get rid of those?
Yeah, and by the way,
let's start there.
If you're going to do earthquakes, how about that? A fucking earthquake occurred, and miraculously, only a bunch of convicted pedophile priests were killed and fell into a ditch.
That would be very hard to do.
And the weird thing with the priests, they're not like diddling non-believers.
No.
You got little kids that are like, hey, I kind of like this church thing. I'm going to spend a little more time here.
Yeah.
God.
I'm going to really commit myself to this.
Right.
I think I'm being touched.
Right. How about you start there? If you want to allow the priests to continue diddling, then how about they diddle the ones that don't believe?
Yeah. Diddle the non-believers.
We'll start there. We'll start off slow with the God thing.
I think it's
good
something.
Good points, Jimmy. Good points.
Science will eventually explain what God is, and it may again, it may be another being, or it may. I don't know.